Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Play action. It's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Moss. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down with Moss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Moss again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here is third down and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. On second down, it's Moss again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Ja'Marr Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. On third down, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-4. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
As we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
Moss on the give up the middle. Able to power through to about the 26 here.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Slot man moves right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll run here with Moss. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. This is taken at the 23. It's a 41-yard punt, but just ahead of 31. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run a draw now with Moss. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half, and they came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Zach Moss. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Here we go. On the give, this is Moss. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Right back to Moss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Moss is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here we go. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll give this to Moss running right. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run here with Moss. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Burrow on
his toes that time as they get the first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Going with Moss on the ground. Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, 207 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Brought down at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a run with Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go again here with Moss. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll run with Moss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Moss is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.